Okay, so what kind of situation do we currently have from an AUD NZD perspective? Now, on the daily time frame, what we can clearly see from a daily perspective, if you remember with our previous analysis on this pair, we said after this W formation, we want to see the market reach exactly this zone here, and then we want to see the market give us a nice retracement to complete the W formation at the neckline. And in fact, that is exactly what the market has done. It went to hit exactly our target, and now it basically hit our completion zone of the pattern exactly as we wanted to see. And if you're asking yourself why our target was exactly here, first of all, I will link that previous analysis in the description. Second of all, we clearly had, if we take the Fibonacci and the retracement, a minus 27 lining up exactly here. And that is the way in which you're supposed to take in your Fibonacci if you want informations on the next move to the upside. But anyway, I will link the previous analysis in the description so you can go and check it out. Now, currently, the market has just completed the move. Now, let's keep things simple and understand how we're supposed to be approaching this situation. Keep in mind, from a daily perspective, we have previous resistance now turn support at this area, aka the neckline of the W formation, which has just completed. So, from a daily perspective, support. We go on the weekly. What kind of situation we have on the weekly? On the weekly time frame, we can see that the market has created this W formation, and from a weekly perspective, we want to see the move to the downside. Plus, we also know that we have a previous high here, so resistance here, again resistance. This is again resistance at this area, plus the market has created this double top, 1 and 2. So from a weekly perspective, bearish. From a daily perspective, as we have seen, we have support. Let's go on the monthly. From a monthly perspective, we know that the market has rejected this extremely strong structure area. It was support here, again support here, again support here. And the market is currently rejecting this previous resistance, again resistance here. Plus, if you take a nice look, you will see that currently the market is also rejecting this very important monthly trend line. So we have a previous high here in confluence with the trend line. So everything is indicating for a possible move to the downside from a monthly and weekly perspective to the downside. Okay, situation is very clear. Monthly and weekly are bearish for AUD and CD for the completion of this big W formation, or in other words, for the test of this previous resistance here that is now turned support. So weekly and monthly bearish, but if we go and see what we have on the daily, as we have already seen, we have support. So how are you supposed to be approaching this kind of situations? Now, most of the times, what will happen is this. The market will first give us a move to the upside so that everybody will start buying, and then the market will break that zone to the downside, creating the M formation. Then, after the M formation, the market will go to complete the pattern here, and this is where the best probabilities and best risk to reward will come for the move to the downside. And that is exactly where we will be monitoring price action with students for the move to the downside. But sometimes things play out also in a different way, meaning that we will see the break immediately. Okay. But no matter if the market will break the structure immediately now to the downside, or as we have just seen, it will first make a move to the upside before then breaking to the downside. The important thing is that we want to see this daily break below structure, because at that point we will have previous daily support here that will be turned resistance, and after this previous support that will be turned resistance will be broken on the retest. What we will be doing with students, we will be monitoring price action from a 4-hour perspective, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice short with a very good risk to reward and very good probabilities for the move to the downside. Now, just a quick check at what we have from a COT perspective, so commitment of traders, what hedge funds are currently doing in the market from an AUD and NZD perspective. Let's see what we have. Now, from an AUD perspective, we currently are sitting at minus 40k net positions. So we have shorts that are greatly outweighing longs from an institutional perspective on the AUD. Therefore, we can definitely expect some weakness and that daily support to break to the downside. And if we go and see what we have from an NZD perspective, we can see that currently we didn't really have much change in the net positions, but I definitely want to see with the new report more longs getting added. The new report will come out today. So on AD and CD, also from a COT perspective, we can definitely expect the market to make the retracement that we want to see from a weekly and daily perspective. So if the market will break on the retest with students, we will be monitoring price action on the 4-hour time frame, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice short with a very good risk to reward and very good probabilities for the move to the downside. Now, if you enjoyed this free analysis and education, make sure you drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you. And I will see you in the next video.